Welcome back to another episode of Terror Investigations with your girl Shannel Black. Today we're going to be investigating the case of Tyre Nichols, which is case number 701-8956. The case of the Scorpion Unit. Now, Tyre Nichols, as you know, was fatally beat by 5 officers of the Memphis Police Department. Now, this took place in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is a city on the Mississippi River in southwest Tennessee. Now, Memphis is famous for its rhythm and blues, soul, and rock and roll music. Now, some of the celebrities that have been linked to Memphis is Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, the best blues singer in the South, B.B. King, and recently the passing of Gangsta Boo. Now, we also know that Memphis is also linked to the death of Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King. Now, the former officers were fired and booked into the Shelby County Jail on Thursday morning. Now, the name of the officers are Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Miller Jr., and Justin Smith. Now, all 5 officers have been indicted by a grand jury and booked with charges. Now, the charges that they have been booked with are as follow. They were booked with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, 2 counts of official misconduct, and official oppression. Now, these 5 officers are part of a special unit called the Scorpion Unit. Now, this unit right here was put together because they wanted to fight against street crimes in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, the Scorpion Unit stands for Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods. Now, that is completely the opposite of what they did on January 10th when they pulled over Tyre Nichols. Now, the Scorpion, like I said, the Scorpion Unit stands for Street Crimes Operations to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods. Now, it was launched in October of 2021, well, they were announced in October, but it was launched a month later in November. This special unit team consists of what they say 40 to 50 officers, and it was split into 4 teams. They will patrol high crime spots in Memphis. They will mainly focus on auto theft, gang-related crimes, and drug-related crimes. Now, their motto is, and this is in quotes, "It's important to us that member of the community feels that they can go to the grocery store or live in their house without their house being shot or shooting frequently occurring on the streets and on the roadways." They said it's important to them that you guys can go to the grocery store in Memphis and live in your house without worrying about shots being fired, okay, in the streets and on the roadways. Girl, they didn't say nothing about that you're going to be protected from them pulling you over, pushing you to the ground, cursing you out, treating you like crap. They did not say they were protecting you for that. They said they want you to be able to go to the grocery store and get back to your house. Okay? And that's in quotes. Now, since they've been together, remember they were launched in November of 2021. Since they've been together, they have been responsible for making over 566 arrests, 390 felony arrests. They seized over $103K in cash. Girl, they doing a sucky job, $103K in cash, or they keeping some profit, allegedly. Okay? Because if you really been working, girl, I know you can find more cash than that on the streets, but that's how much they turned in, girl. Now, how much they put into their wallets, a different story, allegedly. Now, girl, just go back and watch Training Day, girl. So, and they also seized 270 vehicles, 253 weapons between October of 2021 and January of 2022. Now, there has been some complaints against the Scorpion unit. The Scorpion Justice Reform activists and some residents have accused the officers in the unit of using excessive force. Okay, they have been using excessive force against the residents, even up to residents that at the age of 66 years old. Okay, a 66-year-old man had to complain because he was pushed to the ground by the unit. Okay. So they said they protecting you while you, so you can go to your grocery stores. They said they didn't protect you while you was at the post office. They said they ain't gonna protect you while you going to the, to your dance studios or to work or anything. They said to the grocery store and back to the house. Okay. And that's what they said in quotes. Now we're gonna pull some cards and see why. What now? I think we kind of know why Tyre was assaulted, because this is what they do, okay? And if you guys have ever lived in a city with a special force unit that's there to so-called help the community, they end up being the gangsters. They end up being the thugs of the streets, okay? So they are official people because they have a badge and they have guns that they are licensed to use, and they have uniforms, okay? Every unit that I have ever known in community, now I'm not saying the communities didn't need a special unit, okay? I'm not saying that. They did need one. But it's like the special unit people end up being the people that harass not only the criminals, but they harass the innocent people of the community as well, okay? And they use excessive force on everybody. Now, if you ever ran into officers that look like these officers, okay, especially, girl, I have ran into them, especially in Atlanta. They are, don't think because you guys share the same skin color that they on your side. They are definitely not. Matter of fact, it seems like they've been trained to be against you, because the attitude, the darker they skin, the ruthless, meanest they will be. Girl, go watch Boys in the Hood, okay? Boys in the Hood will tell you exactly. Real life. That's real life situation. Just so happened to be put in the movie, girl. So let's see if we can pull some cards here and see what can we find out about the what we need to know about the Tyre investigation and this Scorpion unit. Okay, what we need to know about this Scorpion unit and their ties to Tyre Nichols. Let's see what cards want to come out first for us. Divine Angels, give us the best cards from this deck to describe what happened with Tyre Nichols and these officers. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, what is important to know concerning this case, first of all? Okay. What we need to know, y'all. Okay, the first card came out. We got false people here. Okay, we got people that's wearing masks, that's wearing uniforms, that's wearing badges that you cannot trust. We knew that. Okay, why do you think they put these officers in high command? Okay, why do you think they pick these special team, these special officers to be in this special unit? Okay. You have to come in, you taking the oath, okay? You coming in and prove yourself. You coming in, and there's some standards that you have to live by, okay? That's put together. There are standards. There are regulations and rules. For these men to be able to do that with body cams on, what they did to this man, okay? It seemed like that's something that they have been having the approval to do, okay? Now, some men like this that look like them, it's so easy to set them up, honey. It's so easy to get them to do anything. All you got to do is offer them a few dollars, give them a little accolade, okay? Pat them on the head a little bit, and they'll do anything for a certain group of people, men particularly, okay? They will do anything to try to fit in, anything to become a part of something, okay? 9 times out of 10, it's easy to get them to do something, to break a commandment. It's so easy for them to break a commandment. Now go ask these same type of men to go and it's like, honey, could you go into this go sit in a class, let's say a 6-hour class, to learn about home ownership? Oh no, they ain't got time for that. Go ask these same men. It's like, honey, do you want to go to church with me and the kids? No, they're not going. They're not attending. Ask these same men, like, honey, let's go and discuss business management. Let's go discuss. Let's go to a therapy. Let's go to anything that's going to improve your life. Girl, these same type of men will tell you no. But let these same men be offered anything that's a sin. Okay? Anything that's a sin. Girl, they'd be so quick to do it. How much you paying? How much you pay? You got my back, bro? We all in this together, right? So easy. Ready to go and do it. Ready to go. Okay, and yes, and I said it. Okay, so we got false people here. We got false people wearing masks, wearing badges, wearing whatever it takes. Okay, you can't trust them. Period. Next, we got a journey, honey. So they travel around, ride around the city, okay, because the journey card speaks about transportation, leaving, going, coming, okay. We got baggages here, okay. Is there something you hide in these totes? Is there something that, what are you transporting? What are you doing, okay, with this journey here, okay. So there's something that's being done, that's being transported here. Next, we got despair. Okay, yeah, they leaving the whole city in despair. You're supposed to come in and protect the city. Okay, and I understand you're in one of the top, the highest crime-ridden city there is. Okay, Memphis has been voted that. It's been that way for years. Okay. So of course you do have to have some type of aggression, but there are still rules and regulations. What if you run across an innocent person and you being this aggressive to? That's not okay. Okay, so at that point you're not protecting. Okay, so you're leaving the city in despair. You're leaving the city with a lot of despair. Now think about this. Now the thing about this despair card is, yes, we got somebody that's in despair, and then we got this dog here it's about loyalty, but the dog is sleeping on the job, so it's like there's no loyalty here. And then we got 4 businessmen, look like mobsters, they're in the business, okay, in the background here, and they're back here. It gives me like corporations, officials are looking and watching. So it's like, I feel like the officials are looking and watching and looking for your reaction of this despair. Like, what is this despair going to do to the community? Okay, and they sit back and watch, and got front row seats and watching here. And then we got a lot of despair in the city with the not hiring sign being here, which means jobs are not there. People are hungry. People are needing resources and don't have the resources. So it all starts from a lack of, okay, even these officers probably have some type of lack of, some type of need that they need to be met here. And the officials are trying to say, okay, we can meet your needs if you do this, okay? Which I see that this despair is just a cycle of despair in the city, okay? Just a cycle of despair. And then we got this marriage card. Okay, now when we speaking about corporations, speaking about brotherhoods here, that the men have some type of brotherhood together. Okay, and we talking about this marriage, which means a partnership. Okay, a joining of assets. Okay, coming together. Okay, being in bed together, some type of intimate business act. Okay, so with this, what I'm seeing with this spread, the 8, 10, 32, and the 3, I'm seeing that it's just not these 5 officers here. Okay, it's a partnership. It's some type of it's almost like I see corporations together. I see the city being in despair. I see partnerships. I see like commitments are being made, agreements are being made at the end. Okay, and it all started with this false, with a false narrative. It all started with a false narrative, a false start. It's like couldn't be trusted in the first place. And then what's going on with this journey? What are they smuggling? What are they taking back and forth? What are they doing with this journey card? Let's find out some details here. Okay, give me more about this false person energy in the Tyre Nichols investigation concerning the officers, the Scorpion units. What do we need to know concerning this false person card? Okay, so the first cards that came out here, we got Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, y'all, with the false person. Now that's 20 and 10, 30. Now there's some type of decisions that's pending some type of finality. Like, again, remember, I see that corporations, I see not really, it could not just be a corporation, it could be like any type of entity that's a giant entity, okay? People that's looking, hiring. I see people that's in charge of the city, okay? Officials. Now we have the false person that here is the Judgment card. Judges. It could be judges. It's the police department. Okay. Now we got a lot of people here that's kind of like, I see kind of like was holding this unit up. They was holding this unit up. But then at the same time, they could also be the one that set up this unit as well. The only decision that can be made under these circumstances. Okay, so some type of judge, okay, kind of like judging this situation, but it's like, are you judging it? Did you set this all up? We got the Wheel of Fortune here, elevation of money, overseas trip, and completion of a phase. Again, we leading into this trip here, this journey. Okay, so it's something that's happening that's got some kind of connection with overseas, traveling overseas, something that they're doing overseas, from Memphis to Memphis, the Mississippi River. What are they sending up the Mississippi River? What are they doing over there in Memphis? Okay, I don't know, I'm picking up trafficking. Now, for them to do this to this man on the streets of Memphis like that, it's like, it's some type of distraction. I feel like there's some type of distraction here that's happening, and these guys are like the scapegoats, okay, trying to kind of like get our attention away from something, because this is a big thing that's happening, okay. But I just see judgment here with waters traveling, okay, and karma, a lot of karma that's happening here. Okay, this is also taking the oath, okay, and all kind of like all in this, we're all in this together type of energy. At least this is what these men thought. Baby, y'all going to prison and fast, okay. Now let's see. Let's find out more about this. Give me more about this false person, judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune here for Tyre Nichols investigation and the Scorpion unit. What do I need to know about the false person? Okay. Okay, we got the monster within, which gives me, honey, they knew they was putting together a team of monsters. They knew that these men had something to prove. Okay, there was some type of hidden motive here. It speaks of an internal struggle, personal challenges, and wanting to improve here. So there was a monster within, okay, this whole Scorpion unit with this false person, which means couldn't be trusted, somebody that's there to betray, okay. And the motive is there some type of judgment? There's something going on here that they're trying to cover up for, okay. They're trying to hide something that's within the unit, okay, with the monsters within, some type of internal struggle, and internal police struggle, okay. It speaks about courtesy, okay, curtsy, polite, thoughtful, and good manners, okay. So it's like almost trying to entice somebody, like trying to sugarcoat something. We got something that's being sugarcoated. We got the thirst card here, craving, compulsive obsession. Somebody very thirsty, okay, very dry about the mouth, baby, very dry mouth, okay. thirsty for attention, thirsting for promotion, thirsty. Okay, but then it's like you gotta put a little blood on your hand, baby. Let me see a little blood on your lip. Okay, let's see how hungry you are for this. Okay, how hungry do you want this? Do you want this promotion? They look very thirsty to me. Next, we got compassion. Okay, look at that. Compassion, some type of empathy, sympathical, and kindness. Okay, after they done did this to this man, look at how she holding this man. You want compassion? You want kindness? After you done did this? After you done quenched your thirst? Okay, you done satisfy the monster within you? Okay, and then you want to have compassion like you ain't did nothing. Okay, to me, this whole squad is just as guilty because these men were not allowed to do what they did. These men right here are followers. These men would not been able to do what they did with body cams on, because you can even tell that the body cams have been computerized and put this here, edit that there. Okay, because the first officer that pulled up to the scene, why was his body cam audio off? Okay, he probably was giving the command. Get that N-word, throw him down, don't let him go, chase him down. They didn't want you to hear that part. Okay, so his stuff was completely muted. And then when he pulled up, because I didn't watch the whole video because I just didn't want to see none of the brutal attacks. But girl, I kind of clicked and kind of saw the beginning, and I just saw how aggressive the team was. They were just yelling, "Get on the ground, get on the ground!" It's like the man is on the ground. What do you want him to do? Go down under the cement? He on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. It's like you got his arms. You put him behind his back. It's like you the one holding his arms. So the reason why his hands ain't behind his back because y'all holding his arms. And it's like that's the tactic that they train them to do. Be yelling, get down, comply, comply. It's like, sir, we got eyes. We see the man is on the ground. We see the man is complying. So for you to be screaming and doing all this over the man, it's like, what in the world? You want this man to lay down so you can George Floyd him? Is that what you're trying to do so that you can easily, so you don't even got to struggle? You ain't got to put up no struggle when you take somebody's life? Huh? You want sympathy? You want somebody to lay there while you can just step all over them, put your knee on their neck and hurt them? That's what you want? That's what they want. They want you to compassionately lay there while they do what they do, while they bring despair into your life, despair into your community. They want to be able to do it easily. They don't even want to sweat. And if they have to sweat, they upset. As they yelling, put your hands behind your back, as they jabbing at him, as they holding his arms up. And, oh my God, it was so horrible. The little bit I did see. Death will come. They knew it. It's like that's the goal. That death will come. Mortal, finality, fragile. Okay, because they study what parts of the body are fragile. They study the bones. They study what they can and can't do, what they can and can't get away with. They study that. They study the way that they yell and scream at you and put intimidation on you. And they know that with that type of intimidation, nobody's going to be able to roll over, put their hands behind their back, knowing that a bunch of wild animals are screaming. Wolves, honey, wild wolves, wild hyenas are tearing at them. Okay? Because that's the goal right here. They want to come up and beat up people in the community and scare the community. Scare the community so they won't talk, so they be afraid. Okay, and it's like, how are you helping the community when you are the one terrorizing now? Girl, anyway, we on a journey now. We moving on to a journey. Okay, they traveling. They doing something on their trains, the boats, or something. They got some type of ship, some type of they traveling, they moving something. Let's find out what they moving. Okay, what's going on with this journey card? Where's the journey card here for these officer and Tyre Nichols case? Okay. Okay, so what we have here is like the Two of Swords. We got peace and harmony. Okay, what peace are you bringing, baby? What harmony are y'all bringing? Okay, but they say you need to take the blindfolds off and keep reassessing the situation. So it's like they blindly going in doing this stuff. These fools, it don't take much to pay fools like this that look like this in your neighborhood, in your community, honey, your brothers. It don't take. They always trying to say, well, they brought the this in our community. Okay, but why? Who told y'all dummies to go over there and grab it and put your fingerprints on it and sell it? Who told y'all dummies to go put your fingerprints on it and go and give it to your community? Okay, so don't make no excuses. It's like men like this always make up an excuse why they can't be great, why they can't be upstanding. Okay, it's so easy to set somebody up like this. It's so easy. So we got Two of Swords energy. Needing to take the blindfolds off and keep reassessing the situation at hand, okay? Because right now you're not seeing things clearly because you don't want to see things clearly. You got the blindfold on with swords, okay? Swords energy with weapons. You got your weapons and you're just being careless. You don't really care, okay? Because if you care, you would take the blindfolds also. You can see things clearly. You just blindly following instructions. You just blindly doing things that you're being told to do, and then you're getting arrested on your own because of your own actions, okay? But girl, I guess you took an oath not to say nothing. We got speedy news coming in, or a situation that's coming in right now very fast. Things happening very fast. Okay, now with these arrows. Now normally these are arrows of love coming in. Okay, maybe there's something that they do love that they're doing here. Yeah, for the love of money. Okay, so it's a lot of traveling, a lot of communication going on, work frustration, working hard. It says hard work needs to be done either at work or in your life situation. So these officers right here probably wanting promotions, honey, want to be on a special unit team. Girl, go back and watch training days, giving me training day. Okay. Probably got into the business because they wanted to come in and and be good for the community, but instead they came in and tortured the community. They need to take the blindfolds off here. Something happened very fast with them, okay, concerning their money. They were very frustrated when it came to work, okay, and they said, well, it's time for y'all put in that work. Y'all ready to put in that work? Let's do it. Now let's find out what work they put in, okay. So in order for them to get on the special unit, honey, if I'm going by training day, it's like you had to do a crime to get in there, baby. You have to get in there and get your hands dirty, okay? Because that's how you build the brotherhood, right? So we got discipline here. We got training, girl. We got the training day, girl. They put up the training. Look at the darkness behind this training day. Discipline, consistency, and a lot of practice, baby. They practice what they do. Okay, I don't know if they went off to some type of training. They sent them off to some type of special training. But honey, it was a dark training. But it's a lot of discipline here that they had to learn. Love conquers all. Enduring loyalty. They're very loyal to each other. And they had some type of lasting commitment. Eternal love for each other. So yeah, this definitely a brotherhood, honey. They put in that discipline. They all got their hands dirty together. They all got something on each other that's going to bind them together. Now, look how wore out this person look right here. Okay, it seems like it's hard trying to keep up. It's hard out there for a pimp. But, girl, they doing it to impress the wolves, to get into the wolf unit. Next, we got hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wishes. So, it seems like these men right here went through great lengths to be on this unit, this team, okay? They took a lot of discipline, training, okay? They had hopes for the future. They really did have hopes here. It seemed like they had good intentions here, okay? And they were just waiting because they were frustrated when it came to work. Very training day like, girl. Then we got despair. I guess the bonus that they got was not the bonus that they wanted. Girl, you got a bonus extra few years in prison. Okay? Let's find out more about this despair. Why is this despair card here in the Tyre Nichols case? Okay. We got a lot of frustration here. Okay. Broke people be frustrated. They'll do anything. Let them tell it for money. So we got this Seven of Swords energy, which again is plans, hopes, wish. It's a sneaky card, okay? It's a sneaky card with this Five of Swords energy, okay? Having to do some things, you know, out of the light, okay, in the dark, to kind of to get out of this despair energy, okay? Get out of this broke mentality. Okay, so we got sneaky energy. We got the Knight of Cups coming in with the young man to 25 years old, needing more confidence. Okay. Seven of Wands. We got frustrations. Okay. Passion. You're very passionate about what you're doing, but it's a lot of frustrated energy here. Okay, it could be mental issues as well. It says you are able to overcome your frustrations. You are on top of the situation. So you think. We got the Six of Pentacles. And now we got the scales of justice here. Okay, I don't know, somebody being paid off, somebody being paid in this situation. We got two people here begging, okay, or on their knees at the mercy of this person right here that's holding the justice scale and also paying your wages. So it's like there's a head honcho here. Okay, of course he's not being seen. He probably was on the scene, but he wasn't on camera probably. Okay, somebody that's giving raises, somebody that's over the department. Okay, whoever he is. Okay, we got somebody that's paying and giving, receiving for justice. Okay, we got this Four of Swords. We got hoarding the money, hiding money, taking money. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You only saying you compensate 103K off the streets. I know it's more than that. Okay, I know them folks over there in that having all this so-called high crime with low wages. No, baby, crime pays. So we got a lot of money here being taken off the streets, honey, and I guess being pocketed. We got this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, which speaks about money coming in, a divine wish being granted. So it's like somebody is wishing and hoping, giving me training day vibes, hoping and wishing to make a unit, to make some type of team. Okay, manifesting this. Putting in the work, training, okay? Girl, even the evil training. Girl, they got to put the evil training in there too, honey. You're being trained to put on this, okay? Then we got lovers, a love affair, a romance building again within a marriage or relationship. Relatives, loving relationship you can share with friends, okay? We got this lovers card here, a partnership again. Five of Cups, money lost, all is not lost. If you look behind you, you still have something that's savage. Okay, you out there being savage beasts on the streets. Okay, shedding a lot of blood. Okay, stepping on a lot of toes, honey. Not caring either. But then it's like behind you, you get rewarded. Okay, you get some type of reward, especially in the office. Okay, from the unit, you get a reward. But is it one that you're proud of? It seems like you're not really proud of this energy that's going on. You know, it's like it's like with the 5 energy, you're trying to see things in a positive way, but it's like the more you go down this road, it's negative. Okay, so it's a lot of dark clouds forming around you now. You in too deep. And then we got, again, this work frustration. Okay, that was already here. So let's find out more about this. What do we need to know about this despair? Okay. Cause despair in the city, cause despair in the family, cause despair for Tyre's loved one, cause despair for the officer's loved one. Okay. So you think daddy out there doing something upstanding, and he not. Daddy not doing nothing upstanding in these streets. Okay. So let's see here. Next we got immortal. We got a card. We got prey. It's like somebody's being stalked, invaded, and watched. Okay. Again, don't y'all see these people here watching? They watching outside of the businesses, watching what's going on in the city. Okay. So somebody's being preyed upon and being watched. Okay. Next we got immortal, the consuming family, peer pressure. A lot of pressure here. Now, is the peer pressure only going to be put on the family, from authorities, from people around? Okay, because what they'll do, they'll start a GoFundMe. They'll start a GoFundMe for the family, get that GoFundMe up to almost $500,000, and then they pressure the family, okay, to kind of like back up, not to say too much, okay, in order for us to release this GoFundMe for you. I wonder have they started the GoFundMe for him yet, okay, because if they have, okay, just know that eventually, because the family is fighting, okay, they fighting, and they already got a lawyer, they in it. So to try to pressure this family, it's going to be a hard one, okay, because they in it, okay. They ain't like some families out there that get to GoFundMe, don't go hire nobody. No, this family has a lawyer already fighting, okay. Next, we got anti-hero. We got somebody going to come in claiming to be a hero, wanting to be a hero, acting like they're a hero. But then we got the maverick rule breakers, okay, the risk takers. This can also be the Scorpion team as well, acting like they're heroes, but they the opposite of heroes. They're the anti-heroes. We got a lot of jealousy, envy, punishment, and changing course. So, yeah, we got a lot of things that changed course when it came to the Scorpion team. Instead of them coming out to help the community, they came out and added a lot of despair. Let's find out more about this marriage, honey. This coming together of corporations, coming together of businesses, okay? This marriage card. Watch this marriage card here. Okay, is it talking about the officers' marriages? I don't know. Okay, so we're talking about here the call of the night. Daring, adventure, excitement. Ooh. Is this something that when the night hit, that's when they get out and start doing their dirt? That's when you got to go in and pledge your allegiance? Okay. And the call of the night, soon as the night hit, okay, the wolves are up, everybody's up, okay, ready to go out and look for their prey. Okay, to act like they're heroes, but be the opposite of heroes, to go out there and torture the city, okay, or so-called torture the criminals. Okay, but then it's like, who are the criminals? Okay, innocent people that's getting pulled over. Her last day in the light. Okay, it's like, Lord, we got unexpected endings, surprise changes, and a sudden shift that happened here. The call of the night. The last day in the light. The call of the night, her last day in the light. It seemed like the things that they was doing in the nighttime, baby. When they joined the team, they joined the unit. Okay, when they got into bed with the special unit, the officer got in bed, honey, they probably started off having fun. Okay, adventure, very exciting. Call at night, and then they start putting in their work, putting in their dirt. Okay, and then it's at the last day in the light, baby. At that point, they were no longer good cops. Okay, there was some type of unexpected ending here because the team is no longer active now. The Scorpion team has been inactive after January the 10th. What happened to Tyre Nichols? Okay, because these 5 officers are locked up now, but as you saw on the tape, it was more officers there. Okay, just sitting there watching it and chatting. It says surprise changes and a sudden shift, honey. You had to fire the whole shift that you hired, baby. All 40 to 50 officers. Because it seemed like all of them showed up. Now let's find out more about what we need to know. What was the sudden shift? Okay, the last day in the sun. The last day in the light. What was the sudden shift here that we need to know about? Okay, so there was a letter, a message that came in, a correspondent. Okay, some type of documents with the letter. Something coming to light. Okay, something being documented. The video coming to light, pretty much. Now, I want to know, what's the goal of the Scorpion team to come together to cause chaos? Okay, I want to know what's the goal. Okay, so it seems like There was a pathway that they had, a clear pathway that they made, okay, with the pathway, okay. There was a light at the end of the tunnel, but there was a change, baby. A change was made. I don't know if there was a change of course, okay, or as soon as they got there to the course, honey, to the training facility, things changed. Okay, we got poverty here. Okay, you took the brokest officers, the ones that wanted promotion and begging for promotion. You grabbed them up. Okay, probably came from poverty. They probably even from the city of Memphis. And they wanted to be wealthy men. Okay, either they wanted to be wealthy, they was making money, or the wealthy man, who could be the boss, started making deposits, okay, or they started making deposits, picking up money off the street, honey. Like I said, you only turned in 103K, but you only picked up $1 million. Okay, what do I need to know about this wealthy man here? Okay, the card came out about the wealthy man. We got the lady here, which speaks about a woman, a feminine, somebody that's close to the wealthy man. It's about his consciousness as well. This was a conscious effort here. Okay, so it's like the wealthy man knew what was going on here. The stars, honey, is talk about rewards, signs, omens. Okay, so it's like there was something conscious, a conscious decision concerning signs. Okay, stardom. With the lady again, a woman, a young woman, a significant other. Concerning a locket, cherishing, happy, bliss, family, joy. So we got the wealthy man here with a conscious decision. Okay, it was all about promotion, because I don't know if these men were married, they had maybe significant others, families that they wanted to take care of, that they cherished here. Okay, or maybe this wealthy man had, you know, family, and he was very conscious of what went on. Okay, it's almost like this wealthy man was happy. Okay, it's like he was happy with what was going on. He was making money. Okay, who is this wealthy man? Give me more about this wealthy man. This wealthy man can be corporations. Like I said, it could be the boss, the one who writes the check. Give me more about this wealthy man. This wealthy man, negative thoughts manifesting to real challenges, fears surrounding money. Reach out to the others for assistance. Poor timing for becoming self-employed, baby. So this is somebody who is very dependent on a check, baby. Very dependent on a check. Desperate. Awakening. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness. Charitable actions. Yes, honey. So yes, we got this wealthy man, honey. It's like he was paying to keep things under wraps. Paying to keep things in justice. Okay. Paying to keep this type of partnership going here. It's like he was fighting for this. Okay, even though this Scorpion team was leaving a lot of despair in the community, but it's a lot of wealthy people that's behind the scenes, honey. That it's like we haven't scratched the surface yet. Okay, this is right here. It has something to do with a lot of wealthy people behind the scenes, for sure. Okay, with this anti-hero girl paying to balance out justice here. It's a lot going on in the city of Memphis, honey. And this right here is almost like, this is just icing. This is just icing on the cake. It's a lot going on beneath the surface that we haven't even scratched yet. Okay, so we're going to leave it right there, girl, because I'm not going to keep on scratching and digging through. So that's going to conclude the reading for Tyre Nichols. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another one. Talk to you later. Bye.